My favorite new things is the takeover system in 5v5 or 3v3 games. Talk a little bit about how the takeover system has changed for my players this year.
Okay, this is really cool. I love the changes here. So one thing we wanted to avoid was, well, it's in the past. You used to be able to
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. So the opening lineup for the Heat: Stephen Curry's out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Elijah Wan. And it's Baylor in at the 3. And for Chicago, they've got Nikola Jokic. Jordan is out there with Robertson. And it's Durant. And it's Wilkins in at the 3 slot. And Greg, when we tip off a new season, it's not uncommon to see some nerves or even sloppy play.
No doubt. I mean, as a player, you put so much time and effort into preparing for the season. Sometimes emotions can get the best of you, and it can take a little time to settle into a game.
Here is Robertson. It's Jordan on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Baylor.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Bucket is good.
Understanding where he needs to be. Curry way out ahead that time.
Now Robertson. The 3 from KD. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. That one on Embiid. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
At the line for the Bulls, Kevin Durant.
One shot.
That free throw good from Durant. LGA for the Bulls. It's been a struggle to find consistency the past few seasons.
It's been a one step forward, one step back kind of situation. That they don't need to set their sights on a title yet. They just have to establish that winning culture.
Now here's Elijah Wan. Here's Baylor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. GA, the 3-point shooting for Miami has been the story. Sometimes they run cold, like a lot of teams. Man, when they're hot, they are fun to watch.
A couple years back, Kevin, they led the league in percentage from long distance. Last season, one of the worst in that category until the playoffs, where they rediscovered that shooting touch.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Baylor. RJ, one thing you've been able to count on with the Bulls is their solid defensive play.
Yeah, if only they could turn those defensive stops into more points. They have to improve their offense. That's the one thing that has slowed them down from being a real postseason contender.
No good on the second free throw.
And, you know, beyond all the things Baylor gives you, he's an entertainer out on the floor. The acrobatics we see, something spectacular from this guy almost every game.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Outside Baylor. Embiid with it. Elijah Wan inside. He's against Jokic from 12 feet out. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Curry against Robertson. Curry with the defensive effort.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Hits it from three-point range.
Stephen Curry.
Curry's got 5 points so far.
Boy, that's unfair. Curry hitting those pull-ups.
Robertson passes to Wilkins. Back to Robertson. Lets it go with a three. And the Bulls, another three.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Assist from
Just an unselfish
Stephen
play from Curry,
Curry.
always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
It's Wilkins with the drive. Jokic trying to free himself up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Elgin Baylor. First personal
This
foul.
is his first free throw of the
Second
game.
team foul. At the line for 2, Dominique Wilkins.
The first free throw is good.
And you look at Wilkins, everybody talks about the spectacular athleticism, but in some ways, I think he's just underrated as a basketball player. It just does so many things well for his team.
Both free throws good from Wilkins.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Robertson. The Bulls leading by 3. It's Wilkins with the drive. Oh, and the dunk by Wilkins.
How about the high-flying acrobatics by Wilkins on that? Yeah, they call him the human highlight film.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. It's Curry outside. Jokic grabs the miss. Chicago has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Wilkins. Over Baylor. Again, Chicago.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Passes it to Baylor. That shot missing.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
Jordan, that's for 2. And Embiid pulls it down.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
And Richard, with Joel Embiid, his combination of physical dominance and skill, it's almost unfair.
Yeah, he's a 300-pound guy with the agility of a wing. That is not fun to guard. He can bully you and beat you with finesse. There's really no weakness in his game, Greg.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Tumbo, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Gasol comes in for Embiid. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Baylor. And it's Devin Booker in for Luka Doncic. Here's Mikan. Ball outside. Here's Rodman.
2 minutes remaining.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Yeah, he just has such great command of that area of the floor. Mikan puts just as much effort into his offensive rebounding as he does at the other end.
Now here's Curry. He has 5. Here's Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
George Mikan.
Maybe the last guy on the floor you want going to the line. Klay is a great foul shooter.
First trip to the line for him here.
For Miami. Klay Thompson. 2 shots.
Good on both. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Chicago. Leading by 5. Pass to George. Rodman outside. Now the pass to Mikan. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Rodman.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Now here's Gasol. Still yet to score. Another shot. He lays it in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Paul kicks to George. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. He's so good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Ball against Curry. Thompson for the triple. Connects from three-point range.
Klay Thompson.
Thompson's got 5.
For 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Paul Gasol.
First personal foul.
And really, nobody's had a bigger impact on the NBA than George Mikan. He continues to set the standard for post play. I mean, scoring, defending. Mike improves how an elite big man can change the game.
The Bulls making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Miami. He dishes it to Booker. Over George. That one wide left. Pass to Antetokounmpo. With 4 seconds on the clock, and Gasol sends it back.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hand up in the air, which results in a ton of rejection.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls
23.
with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
So with Thompson sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Olajuwon is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Curry. Then there's Maravich. And Stojakovic in at the small forward. Embiid, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As ever, Joel Embiid has the pressure on him to be the franchise player. He said it's not an easy job. If it was easy, everybody would do it. When you're actually the best offensive player and the best defensive player, you got to make plays. You can't be perfect. All I can do is try to do my best every game. Kevin?
Well said. His best DA is pretty great, isn't it? Thank you so much for the report. The offensive rebound, Maravich. Jordan with some nice D. Chicago leading by 8. Jokic passes to Robertson. Outside, KD. Shoots. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
It's good.
Hakeem
Olajuwon's got his second basket of the night.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Jordan. Still scoreless. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. And you've heard people say it's a make or miss league. Does that hold true?
It seems so, right? Shooting percentages correlate more with winning than possession stats like turnovers or offensive rebounds. It's clear shot making has never been more valuable, but the ability to disrupt rhythm still plays a big role.
Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jordan's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
A high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
And the first time out of the game called for the Heat.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something out that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Wilkins is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And then for Miami, Baylor, he's checked in for Embiid. Thompson comes in for Peja Stojakovic. And Doncic is subbed in for Curry. Doncic, no good. The Bulls leading by 10. Jordan dishes to KD. It's rebounded by Baylor. And Miami shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one. And with Jokic now a Finals MVP and an NBA champion, Greg, he's already an all-time great.
And could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He started to pile up the hardware and the wars. Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Now here's Olajuwon. Following the miss by Jokic. Thompson against Wilkins. Fires away from outside. Miami no good on that time either.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Lobbed up there for KD. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Heat ball.
And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, and they'll be taking on the Trailblazers. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing the Rockets in Houston. And some changes here for the Heat. Tumbo is checked in for Olajuwon. Gasol comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Devin Booker in for Maravich.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Gasol. Down low. And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hardwood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Doncic. Chicago grabs the miss.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now here's Paul. All scoring in this one from the high post. Oh, he misses the dunk. The Heat trailed by 8. Baylor with the ball. George picks him up, and it's sent back by George.
Out of bounds.
Well, how about the D there from George? One of the premier two-way players in our league.
Rodman is checked in for the Bulls.
Dennis Rodman.
Rodman against Baylor. Rebounded by Rodman.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense, take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Chicago making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
From deep, George. Offensive rebound. The Heat trail by 8. On the wing, Doncic. Pass to Baylor. Outside Gasol. Just 3 to shoot. For 3, Booker. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
George passes to Mikan. Poke loose. Doncic from deep three-point. Oh, big time show!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
The Heat.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson, Chicago holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They lead by 5. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game so far from Dominique Wilkins.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
So with George on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Wilkins. Robertson is out there with Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. For Miami, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
For the Heat.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
No good on the free throw.
And Gasol is a guy who can do a multitude of things well. I mean, he scores it, rebounds it, passes it, just an all-around talent.
And the second free throw, good. Chicago leading by 4. Robertson outside. Pass to Jokic. With some arc. The focus there from Jokic.
And the teardrop coming from a 7-footer. No one is stopping the Joker there.
Wilkins with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Outside Wilkins. Inside. Jokic gets it done right in front. In close.
And if Jokic has the position inside, forget it.
Robertson against Mutombo. Kicks to Booker. Back to Mutombo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Baylor. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And here's Jordan outside. Rebounded by Elgin Baylor. The Heat trail by 8. Mutombo against Jokic. And there's the pass to Embiid. Oh, he's going right to the rack. Embiid!
What a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
And when you look at the moves that Embiid has in the mid-range, he moves like a guard out there.
He studies film of Kobe and Jordan. Look, it shows up when you watch his footwork. It's amazing to see someone his size move so fluid.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Timeout called. The Heat.
Our loudest fans are getting T-shirts. Who wants one?
And a new group in for the Heat. Olajuwon's checked in for Gasol. Klay Thompson comes in for Baylor. Mirovic, he's checked in for Booker. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Mutombo. Olajuwon finds Embiid. Olajuwon against Jokic. And they call an illegal screen here.
Illegal screen.
Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorer. Number 1 is Joel Embiid. Second, Luka Doncic.
And what an option either of those two guys give you. They're both excellent safety valves when an offense is struggling.
Robertson passes to Wilkins. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. He lobs it up. It's slammed in by Wilkins.
And I'm not sure it's even possible to throw it too high for Dominique. He has a vertical plus the length, and that's an alley-oop waiting to happen every time he runs the floor.
Nice take from Curry. Good on the bucket. Curry's got 7.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Jordan outside. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Well, despite some uneven shooting from him, they're still out in front.
It's Maravich on the wing. Rebound by the Bulls. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shakes over Maravich. They grab their own miss. And Jokic throws it down.
Great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass.
Embiid against KD. Embiid inside. The strength of Embiid on display.
So much strength from Embiid. It would take a special defender to slow him down.
Chicago calls timeout.
Timeout for the Bulls. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Bulls youth team.
And the Heat with some changes. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. And Doncic is subbed in for Maravich. Paul passes to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Great D that time from Stojakovic.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Doncic finds Thompson. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And checking out some numbers here for Chris Paul. Great showing for him last season. He was around 14 points a game last year, 9 assists and 4 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Paul. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Doncic. 1:02 left in the 3rd. On the wing, Thompson. Back to Doncic. Elijah controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Paul goes in. Rebound by the Heat. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
With all the attention Klay gets, it can lead to open looks for others. Nice decision.
George against Duncan. "15 seconds left in the 3rd. To the middle. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's worth
45.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Miami, starting the 4th. Baylor is out there with Embiid. Then it's Pau Gasol. Then there's Maravich, and it's Doncic in at the two-guard position.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
On the wing, Doncic, guarded by Jordan. The 11-footer, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Bulls basketball.
Durant's checked in for Nikola
Checking
Jokic.
into the game for your Bulls, Kevin Durant.
And Chicago has possession. Here's Robertson. Bank shot, no good.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And it's sent back by Wilkins. Jordan the pass to Robertson. Here's Rodman. Back to Robertson. To the inside. Pops it up for Jordan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Maravich. They get it back. Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And really, Gasol just never stops attacking the boards. Just utterly relentless at pounding the glass.
Wilkins passes to Robertson. Back to Wilkins. Goes up again, and the layup is good.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates trust him. They appreciate the effort.
And the Heat call time here. Nice game, great performance by Dominique Wilkins.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
Tumbo is checked in for the Heat. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when you get inside, you score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. The Bulls leading by 6. Passes it to Wilkins. He goes up again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Elgin Baylor.
That one on Baylor.
Personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Jordan the pass to Robertson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Pete Maravich.
It goes on Pete Maravich.
Personal foul.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
Oscar Robertson.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Maravich, good.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
Feeds to Durant. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Bulls lead by 7.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Outside, Maravich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Maravich, the skill set, how savvy he is, and then the showmanship that he brings to the table. I don't know that we've ever had a guy more creative at the game of basketball.
Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Wilkins who brings up the ball for the Bulls. And it's Wilkins finishing it off.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Got a piece of it. To the paint. Here's Embiid.
Assisted by.
And no doubt the ball is going to go to Embiid there. Needing a bucket, and he gets it.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
On your feet, fans, make some noise. It's time.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Dominique Wilkins.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Olajuwon's checked in for Miami. Curry comes in for Maravich. Bulls leading by 5. Michael Jordan on the wing. Back to Robertson. Lobbed up there for KD. He can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's Embiid. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Pass to Mikan. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olajuwon.
Chicago ball.
Jokic has checked in for the Bulls.
Nikola Jokic.
.152 left here in the fourth quarter. There's the dish to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic just got his 3rd assist on the night.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. And Curry has it in the corner. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Olajuwon. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And how about the killer cool of Olajuwon? Loves to put the team on his back when the game gets tight.
The pass to Jokic. Over Olajuwon. That misses off the backboard.
Well, okay, I like his aggressiveness, but the defense was waiting on him that time.
Baylor gets the bucket.
And what's unique about Baylor, he can score from a variety of angles and really good off of either shoulder. Just great extension and body control.
Here's Jokic. No good on that one. Good D by Olajuwon. A critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
There's the feed to Doncic. .36 seconds left in the fourth. To take the lead, Olajuwon trying to break free. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 29 seconds left in the game. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Just lost his head out there. It might happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Here's Doncic. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And you'd rather not foul Doncic here because he loves getting to the line and delivering.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
Embiid against Durant. In the corner, Wilkins with it. Back to Durant. Dishes it to Robertson. He's off from 3. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. 15th foul. At the line for the Heat, Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
Grid on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
See you next time.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thanks very much, Joel. Quality night offensively. How do you evaluate your performance?
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.
I've heard all about my team through the courtside reports. I want your 3 favorite things about my team. Ooh, for you, Mr. Producer John Smith.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA. And a look at the starters for the Knicks. They've got Johnson, and it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Sacramento, we've got LeBron James, and it's Malone in at the 4. We've got new rosters, fresh starts, and a lot of hope, which means it's time to tip off the NBA season, Brett.
Thankfully, we got through the offseason storylines, the preseason, and all the predictions out there. It's not about that stuff. It's about the play. So let's get it started.
Now James. Pass to Stockton. Offline with a 3. Outside Peyton. Johnson with it. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Bird. Here's Malone. Here's Robinson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Well, Mike Brown is known as a great defensive coach, but he led the Kings to an all-time great offensive season in 2023.
Yeah, and they actually ranked towards the bottom of the league defensively. So for them going forward, we'll see if Brown's expertise can bolster the Kings' defense.
And both free throws good for Robinson. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Pass to Malone. And it's Bird with a rebound. The Knicks have gone 1 for 3 so far. A deep 3. They get it again.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Here's Malone. Shots blocked. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Sacramento ball.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip in.
Here's Payton. Off target with the 3. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Iverson, guarded by Payton. Yep, count it.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Up top, Johnson. Back to Payton. Goes up with the strike. The rebound by Malone.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
And that one's good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Timeout called. The Kings.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Kings Youth Dance Team.
And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The Kings, number 1.
The way this team played on the offensive end last year was remarkable. Seemed like every night they got everything they wanted and then some.
Iverson passes to Stockton.
New York foul. Magic Johnson. First personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
At the line for your Kings.
Both good from the line that time. New York trailing. Outside Johnson. Pass to Bird from the arc. Russell with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Stockton, covered by Johnson. Outside Russell. The 3, James buries it from 3.
And the 3 ball's still there for James. Not only is it there, it's getting more and more effective.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Johnson passes to Bird. Over James. And it's Bird missing.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Pass to Russell. Here's Stockton, covered by Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Stockton. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Malone can't get it to go. New York has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Here's Payton. Takes it inside, and he banks in the layup.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big-time play.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Payton. Iverson can't hit.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Here's Malone. The rebound by Malone.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Johnson.
Still Kings ball.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. And 1:01 left to play in the first. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Here's Frazier. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Worthy passes to Nash. Here's Worthy. And it's blocked. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. And the Knicks shooting only 31% to get this game underway. Here's Drexler. Out to the wing. 20 seconds left in the first. Pass to Gervin. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And the Knicks miss again. Here's Worthy. Leonard on the wing. There's the triple. Knocks down the triple.
Great shooter off that quick release. Kawhi expecting the pass and did the rest.
And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And what do you think about the Kings here, guys?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So here are the 5 for New York as they start the second. And it's Gervin in at the 3. Camby. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh my! What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Pass to McHale. Here's Worthy. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3. Well, Grant, you were in the playoffs several times during your career. The postseason's just different from the regular season.
It's 100% another level. I'll never forget my first series, 1996, against the great Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway of the Orlando Magic. Of course, yeah, my Pistons got swept. That was quite an introduction to the playoffs.
Here's Frazier. Offensive rebound. And that one is hammered home.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Here's McGrady. And that one no good to start off the night.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Kings finally last season snapped their 16-year playoff drought, and Coach Mike Brown said, quote, "You take a job to try and build a championship-level team. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you have to believe. We are going to keep working, and we will get there." Brian?
Well, that's what he's all about. He's the reigning Coach of the Year, Allie. Thank you.
First team foul. Substituting on the court.
Here's Peyton. Pass to Camby. 4 on the clock. He takes it in. Gervin.
Oh, man!
Oh! And he hammers in the reverse slam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. The offensive rebound.
New York foul. Larry Bird.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Here's Bird. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that... Oh, man, just taking you down. Nice. That's spectacular. Oh, man, for over 20 years, has it been tough to find anyone that dishes it better than LeBron?
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. Russell against Johnson. Up and over Russell. Good work defensively by Russell.
That's exactly how you want to see defense played. Got right up in his space to bother the shot.
That's going to make any scorer uncomfortable when you get that aggressive. That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Outside Payton. Pass to Malone. Shot clock at 6. Johnson on the wing. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Stockton. And here's Westbrook. Covered by Johnson. From the left block. Westbrook can't hit.
Gotta appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pass to Robinson. Outside Payton. The rebound by Malone.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Stockton, pass to Malone.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your Kings, Karl Malone. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. Sacramento in second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Johnson passes to Payton. We've got 1:28 left in the second. Pass to Bird. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
LeBron James. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Knicks, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Iverson, guarded by Payton, and it's rejected. Outside Johnson. Here's Malone. And he battles for the ball, gets his second chance bucket.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Stockton. James outside. And he connects with a jumper. James has got his second basket of the night.
They try to be up on LeBron James, and when he gets a little bit of room to shoot off the screen, just like that, great rhythm, that's good.
Tries it from 19. Bird, that's good. Bird's got 4 points now in the quarter.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to James. The jump hook. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip. And the shot's good. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Here's Iverson. And a miss there on the triple. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Knicks up by 1. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
26.
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom, what's it going to take down the stretch to win this ball game?
I think just tough defense, take good shots, not turn the ball over, play smart.
Back to the basics. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. We've reached halftime of our first regular season game.
I'm swimming.
I thought you thought maybe the first half was going swimmingly. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet. That was a shaky first quarter for New York. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stops and sunk into a 7-point hole by the end of the period. The second quarter went a lot better for them, and they got right back where they wanted to be before the half and now hold the 1-point lead. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
They put a big effort in the rebounding now, working around every miss. That's the hustle you love to see. If they can maintain this approach, it'll give them the edge in other areas of the game.
Jack, what's your take on Sacramento?
It's time to wake up. They came out unfocused, unmotivated, unprepared, and it shows in the efficiency numbers. Terrible field goal percentage. They could be way ahead in this game if they were taking better shots.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Knicks with the lead. We've got LeBron James. And it's Stockton in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for New York, Larry Bird. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Kings trailing. Pass to Iverson. Over Payton. Shot's good by Iverson. Iverson's got 5. And for the Knicks, they're shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Outside Johnson. Five on the clock. Now here's Robinson, guarded by Russell. Robinson can't hit. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Sacramento to the inside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Right side Johnson. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Clock at 6. Here's Malone. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's James. Over the D. James knocks it down.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Outside Payton. Ooh, poked away. Pass to Robinson. The Knicks rebound. He gets it in there. And the Knicks lead by 1. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Good. 9 points in the game.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Now a timeout called by New York.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right. They're just not playing their best.
For your 916 crew dance team.
And the Knicks making a change here.
Once again, for your 916 crew dance team.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Camby, the pass to Malone. Lets it go. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Malone. Third personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New York, Moses Malone. Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Good on both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Malone. Leonard, left side. It's Leonard with a good look inside.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now. Johnson
on the wing. Here's Drexler. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. Drexler's got his first points of the night.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Now here's Johnson. He's closely guarded. Fades. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Kings have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Russell. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. In the third spot, the Knicks.
And this is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Shooting 2.
Free throw is good from Russell. That one misses. For New York, they've got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Gervin. Got a hand on it. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Pass to Leonard. The 3. And Camby pulls it down. New York trailing. Here's Frazier. He's scoreless. Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Walton passes to Frazier. Shot clock at 5. Here's Drexler. This one for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Russell's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Here's Nash. And they pick up 2. And the Kings lead by 4.
Well, defensively, they've been flat in this second half. A very different type of team than we saw in the first.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Free t-shirt. You gotta make some noise.
So the Kings making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Knicks shooting just 35% from the floor. Frazier, the pass to Camby. Here's Gervin. Leonard defending. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
That's a 3-second violation.
All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they're off to Toronto to face off with the Raptors. Then on Sunday, the Golden State Warriors come to town, kicking off a homestand for them. The Kings have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Rebounded by Gervin.
Got to appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pass to Drexler. Here's Gervin. Five to shoot. Here's Frazier, pounded by Westbrook. New York, no good that time either. The Kings leading. Here's McGrady. "40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Now here's Leonard. Defense right on him. There's the block.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Sacramento shooting a remarkable 60% clip. Very efficient. Pass to McGrady. Now here's Westbrook. Still no points. Fires for 3. They grab their own miss. And we've reached the end of the third. The Kings on top. They're up by 4. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next.
34.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, they've got Johnson, and it's Robinson in at the center position, locking down the middle. Payton passes to Johnson. Poke loose from deep. Gets the three ball to go.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Well, Sacramento's shooting just 38% for this game so far. Pass to Malone. Outside Payton. To take the lead. Here's Malone. Oh, the go-ahead bucket, no good. Malone's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. James. The Knicks with the rebound. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Fires from 14. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Stockton. Pass to Iverson. Over Payton. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. And the Kings lead by 3. For New York, they've gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Johnson. Here's Bird. And he lobs it up. Johnson against James. Johnson with a bucket.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And the Kings call time here. And I'm sure the players will be staying hydrated with some Gatorade during this timeout. It's so important that they maximize their ability to recharge during a short break like this. Russell's checked in for the Kings. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. Confidence is what he's asking for right now. He said, quote, when it's close, we have to keep believing in ourselves. And if we don't think we can pull it out, we've already lost. So some strong words from coach in the huddle. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Johnson. To take the lead. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Russell's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Stockton pass to Russell. Here's Malone. Here's Stockton. And that one is right through the heart. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Pass to Robinson. Blocked! And here's James. Here's Iverson. Guarded by Payton. Iverson can't hit. The Knicks have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Malone, pass to Robinson. Outside Payton. Outside Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes.
Floats one up. Good work defensively by Russell.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Malone can't get it to go. New York trailing. Payton finds Johnson. Now Robinson. Fires it from 18. Bullseye!
How huge is that bucket? When in doubt, get it to the big fella.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
Time called here. The Kings decide to talk it over. They lead by 1. We've got 1:28 left to play in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Down low. Johnson with it. Pass to Payton. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Knicks lead by 1. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Another part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside, blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
Frazier, he's checked in for New York. Iverson passes to Stockton. Here's Malone. Just 5 to shoot. It's blocked. Outside Payton. Pass to Frazier. Robinson with it. Oh, hey! How about that?
That's impressive.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Timeout call, Sacramento. They trail by 3. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Stockton. Pass to Malone. 17 seconds left in the final quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're in front by 3. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth.
Get loud!
And now we've got an intentional foul.
John Stockton. First personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New York.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
For 2.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
To the left side wing. Here's Malone. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under some added pressure. But they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire
I'm really excited so far. The gameplay feels really amazing, real smooth. I like the speed of the game right now. It's a little bit faster than last year, which I think a lot of people are going to like. And the builds feel crazy. I'm excited to make my build this year.
Quite big on realism in the game, and it feels like the game's moving towards a more realistic pace. So I played my team. I feel like we're going a little bit.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Jason Kidd. Nowitzki is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Allen in at the shooting guard. And for Sacramento, Allen Iverson out there with Stockton. Then it's Russell. And there's Malone. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And you look at how these teams match up, Clark. The guard positions boasting plenty of talent.
And you think about it, Kevin, the skill level of today's players arguably at an all-time high. But nothing like guard skills to help you put on a show.
And it's Iverson missing. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Butler. And it's sent back by Russell. Passes to Iverson. He's looking for Russell and finds him. Kings moving the ball around. James, good.
I guess the defense was not expecting the quick release. LeBron can get it up and down in a hurry, though.
Kidd against Stockton. Kidd dishes to Nowitzki. Butler on the way. Over LeBron. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Kidd.
Superb playmaking from Kidd with that dish right there.
And so Stockton will bring it up for the Kings. Good defense by Kidd.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
O'Neal finds Allen. Kidd against James. Clock at 4. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Bill Russell.
First team foul.
Many would say that's the smart play, sending Shaq to the line where he's, let's say, a little less deadly.
And after making the playoffs a few years in a row, the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, missed the cut in 2023.
Yeah, disappointing end to their season on multiple levels. And given the history of the Mavs, I would expect them to bounce back and get headed in the right direction soon.
Now here's LeBron. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. Pass to Malone. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Sending a statement with that rejection. O'Neal reminding everybody what a forceful defender he can be.
Kidd. No good on the shot. Some solid defense by Malone.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
And last season, Greg, the Kings clinched their first Pacific Division title in 20 years.
And they repeated as division champs back in 02 and 03, something they're hoping to achieve again this year as the Kings build off of their breakout season.
He's perfect from the line this time. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
Now LeBron, following the three-point attempt by Jason Kidd. Iverson outside. Here's the 3. Nowitzki with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Outside, James. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. LeBron's got his second basket of the night.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. Dallas again missing.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
James misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The pass to Nowitzki. Outside Kidd. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The shot by Butler, nobody around. The three-pointer, no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, you know, that was one where I thought they had a real chance to pull that one out. But, you know, sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield.
And he makes that one. Mavericks trailed by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good now.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Malone. Kawhi Leonard comes in for LeBron. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Allen Iverson. And it's Nash in for Stockton. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. O'Neal passes to Lillard. Outside, Davis. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Hill. Here's Shaq, and Shaq with the slam.
Because Shaquille O'Neal is so big and so athletic and so relentless, it's really hard to keep him off the glass.
Now, here's McGrady. From deep three-point territory, the long distance three is buried.
Pitch works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
O'Neal finds Davis. D2 from Hill. And it's Davis with the jam.
Davis. Using that length, Davis turning a miss into a make. Bonus points for his team.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Leonard. Poked away. It's stolen by Hill. And Allen launches it from deep. They get it again. And it's Lillard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Kings lead by 3.
The Mavericks
by
8.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
So with Nowitzki sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Kidd. Weber is out there with Hill. Then there's Davis, and it's Lillard in at the point.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Kings leading now by 3. Here's Worthy. And Davis pulls it down. To the middle. It's good from Kidd, the assist by Davis. Kidd's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Mavs. Kings shooting 31%, not looking sharp offensively to say the least. Boy, doesn't Mike Brown, GA, deserve a lot of credit for the Kings' recent success. He's been terrific.
I mean, bringing that championship pedigree from Golden State. Brown went to the finals as the head coach in Cleveland and one of the best people in the league as well.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Well, John Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter, and actually, that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report. Kidd against Iverson, and Davis wide open. He shoots. Good in the assist to Kidd. Davis has got the game tied up here for Dallas. Now here's Iverson. 9-point game is just outing and finished off by Worthy.
No questioning Iverson's skill for moving the ball. A guy this open is an easy dime for him.
Kidd passes to Weber. Worthy with the defensive effort. And Worthy has got it here for Sacramento. Here's Iverson. Buries it down low. Now it's a 4-point Sacramento lead.
One of the better scorers on the floor. Tough to defend him well without some contact. And AI fights through it this time.
And Lillard gets it to go. Lillard's got 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Kept alive, Malone. And a missed layup.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
The feed to Kidd. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Kidd has no issues mixing it up down low. He's a physical point guard.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. And then for Dallas. Nowitzki comes in for Weber, and it's Butler in for Grant Hill. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
The Kings.
Clark, these days, especially in the playoffs, any weak link defensively gets exposed.
Yeah, well, you're going against the same opponent. So whatever area that you're weak in, that's going to be exposed. Specialists can get a few more minutes during the regular season, but in the postseason, hey, every possession extremely valuable, and you're trying to have the players on the floor that give you the best chance to win at the highest level.
Allen's check in for Jason Kidd. Nash outside. Oh, Russell in position. And Bill Russell slams it in.
And Nash, really just pure genius in that pick and roll. You give him any kind of space, and he's going to whip the pass right through the teeth of the defense.
Davis finds Butler. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Davis with the jam.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Pass to Leonard. Here's Russell. He's guarded by Davis. Kings moving the ball around. Here's McHale. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Floats one, and it's sent back by Russell.
Great timing there. Outstanding instincts by Bill Russell. Then the long reach. It's a wrap.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. And it's the Kings with the ball. Nash, the pass to Leonard. Russell with it. Shot clock at 5. Here's McHale.
And, you know, Nowitzki is capable of 86ing these shots now. That means rejection, using his height and wingspan to deny.
O'Neal's check in for Dallas.
Shaquille O'Neal.
The Mavericks leading. Lillard on top, defended by Nash. And that one, good. Lillard's got 7.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
And after 11 years in a Blazers uniform, Damian Lillard settling in with the new team, Greg. It's very interesting to watch, to say the least.
And hopefully a better shot at a championship, right? I think the Blazers made the right call to rebuild, and at the same time, he deserves that opportunity to win a ring.
Leonard kicks it over to Nash. Outside, Russell. 6 on the shot clock. McHale inside. Shaq on him. McHale can't get it to go. Allen right side. And it's Allen with the jam.
Boy, I like that pass from O'Neal. He's got a great feel for the game.
29 seconds left in the first half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Stockton with no one around him. A three-pointer is right on target. Stockton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Lillard scanning the floor. And Butler launches from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
25.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. It took them That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get to this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So with Leonard on the bench, this is the group Mike Brown has right now. Malone is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's John Stockton. And it's Russell in at the 5 spot. For the tie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
And the first one at the line is good. And it's tied up with that one. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Hit up top. Inside. And Shaq with the slam.
The superb basketball IQ of Jason Kidd. Scanning and surveying the whole floor and then zeroing in on the ready shooter.
And here's Stockton. Outside, James. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. Malone's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up for him. And they trust him to finish that alley-oop.
Iverson left side. Malone outside. Stockton looking around. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by O'Neal. Shaq's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Allen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Allen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
James, the pass to Iverson. And here's Russell. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Passes it to Malone. Back to Iverson. Shoots the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. O'Neal's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Oh, wow, 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters, one for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. Stockton with it. He's picked up by Kidd. Here's LeBron. James gets inside and finishes.
Malone, an outstanding passer at the power forward position. He's got really good floor awareness and has a really good understanding of when to get the ball to the open man.
LeBron against Butler. Outside for Kidd. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. The Kings in third.
Just a gifted passing team. They play the kind of basketball that fans love to watch. Very unselfish and fluid offensively.
Worthy's checked in for the Kings. And then for Dallas, Davis is checked in for O'Neal. Weber comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Hill in for Jimmy Butler.
Timeout.
Dallas calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Sacramento making some changes. McHale's checked in for Malone. Leonard comes in for Worthy. And Tracy McGrady subbed in for Iverson. Lillard's checked in for Dallas. Dallas moving it around. That's a 2 from Kidd. They get it back, and they pick up 2. Davis has got 9 points.
There's so many ways Davis can beat you on the interior. Defenders are always on their heels when he is attacking.
Stockton the bounce pass. Here's James. Over Hill. And that one hits back iron. Mavericks leading by 3. Out left to the wing. McGrady against Kidd. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, he's coming off an excellent season. He averaged 32 points a game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Sinks the triple.
Damian Lillard.
Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Dallas ball.
And here's a look at what's coming up for the Kings. On Monday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town. And then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Toronto where they'll take on the Raptors. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Dallas. 6-point lead. Kidd kicks to Lillard. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Kings. Leonard looking over the floor. Tracy McGrady on the wing. A baseline J. And that one is off. Hill with some nice D.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now Lillard, 10 points for him. 5 on the clock. Launches a 3. Weber He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 8. And so it's Dallas, holding on to an 8-point lead, heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
We're doing the right thing on offense, and we're doing the right thing on defense. Come on.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And for Sacramento, their shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Nowitzki is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Allen. And it's Butler in at the 3.
Baiting defenders into fouls. AI so good at drawing fouls and getting to the stripe.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And it's sent back by Russell. Malone against Nowitzki. Pass to Iverson. Over Allen. Excellent D there from Allen. Mavericks leading by 7. Shaq dishing to Lillard. Nowitzki outside. O'Neal passes to Butler. Lobbed up there for O'Neal. Throws down the alley-oop slam. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. O'Neal's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. Leonard the pass to Russell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just one thing else that separates Russell from other bigs. I mean, the speed to outrun most guys on the court.
Second team foul. At the line for your Kings.
Free throw, no good for Russell. The Mavericks shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Iverson against Allen. For the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Ray Allen.
Allen's got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavs.
This is Allen's shot for sure, and you got to love the quick release and the textbook efficiency of his form. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Leonard inside, defended by Nowitzki.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
He's just an electric factory. Lillard is such an amazing athlete.
The Kings trail by 15. Outside Leonard. Kicks it out to Malone. Nash against Lillard. Nowitzki with the steal. Here's Allen. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
Assisted.
And that's 12 points for Allen.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
Yeah, it's not a surprise then to see them out in front the way they've been efficient offensively in this half and actually throughout the entire game.
Timeout called by the Kings.
And the lack of rim protection top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Russell Westbrook in for Steve Nash. To the left wing. Westbrook passes to Russell. Shaq with some nice D.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Lillard misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Westbrook, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. 17-point game. And Westbrook, here we go. And Butler sends it back.
That shot never had a chance thanks to the quick hands of Jimmy Butler.
And the Mavericks with possession.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
They're on a 12-4 run right now. There's the pass to Nowitzki. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet were set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. LeBron comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Stockton subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Shaquille O'Neal with the foul.
Third personal foul.
That's his third foul of the game. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, James, defended by Butler. 4 on the shot clock. From deep, Iverson.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game Coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends, gets the win for the Mavericks.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shaquille O'Neal.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Allen dishes to Lillard. Kicks it to Nowitzki. Over Iverson. And Nowitzki gets it to go down on the assist by Lillard. And the Mavericks lead by 15. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Stockton with it. James outside. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Now, here's Lillard. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Top plays are back, and this is where you shine.
Will this be the year that your play makes the top plays vote? They're going to be out there grinding up to
New York City. The Big Apple is the destination for the Warriors. A low down low. Zion Williamson looking to power his team to victory as they await tip-off against the Knicks. Warriors, Knicks. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. And it's Ewing in at the small forward. And for the Knicks, they've got Johnson. And it's Robinson in at the 5. Well, Grant, for them, this is game 2 of a back-to-back. Does that schedule wear you out as a player?
You know, at times the schedule can be tough. but sometimes it also works in your favor because you can maintain a good rhythm game to game.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Here's Pippen, covered by Johnson. Pass to Irving. Here's Chamberlain. To the right side. Here's Pippen. Can't connect from short range. And here's New York now. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And always a lot to find out when opponents haven't seen each other yet.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Ewing. Knocked loose. Now here's Payton. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Johnson on the wing. Shot clock at 6. No good there with a step back J.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And with a single punch in last season's training camp, it seems the Warriors' culture of joy and togetherness really took a hit, Grant.
You know, I agree, B.A., and that's what they need to recover from. You know, keeping that connection and commitment to a common purpose is so crucial to winning.
Outside Johnson. Lets it fly. And it's Ewing with a rebound. Right side, Irving. It's rebounded by New York. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
The Knicks have called 1 of 4 to begin this one. Up top, Johnson. Pass to Malone. Over Irving. New York, no good that time either.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
They now take the lead.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And with the offense reeling, the coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points. In third, New York.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Bird. It's deflected. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And Payton, here we go. Got a piece of it. Outside Irving. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
New York ball. Substitution for your Knicks. Marcus Camby. Clyde Drexler.
New York trailing. Outside Payton. Pass to Bird. Blocked! Here's Pippen, guarded by Payton. Pippen, pass to Chamberlain. From the right block. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And here are the Knicks. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Payton passes to Malone. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. And it's Bird missing.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
2 minutes.
Here's Pippen, guarded by Peyton. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Because of his quick reactions, he was able to stay with the opponent and contest the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
A minute 35 left to play in the first. Here's Ewing. The shot's good.
Patrick Ewing.
Ewing's got his second basket on the night.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Peyton. Can't hit the step-back J.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
59 seconds left in the opening quarter. That's tipped. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. And he's going for the lob.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Bird passes to Camby, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pippen. Another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that.
First team foul.
He misses the free throw.
At the line, 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. And the Knicks shooting 23%. Not great so far. Here's Drexler. Still without a bucket. 4 seconds left. And that one drops for him.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Warriors ahead. They're up by 1. And we've got more NBA action.
9.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
They've got Johnson, and it's Gervin in at the 3 slot. That's the group for New York starting the second. And he gets it back. Pettit, good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Walton. Here's Gervin. 5 on the clock. From the top of the key, they get the rebound. Walton's shot is off.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. We always see trends come and go in the NBA, Grant. It seems like in the current era, the pick and roll is the go-to offensive set.
Oh, no question, B.A. To be competitive these days, you have to be able to run the pick and roll very, very well. And that's why lead guard play is so important right now in the league.
First free throw is good. Grant, there is some magic here in New York. One of the best home court advantages in the NBA.
Well, B.A., you have to think about the history of this building. It's incredible. I mean, when the Knicks are playing even remotely well, this place is rocking.
Pass to Gervin. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Well, there's no question that the Warriors are the team of the decade, Grant.
Oh, I mean, B.A., think about it. 6 finals appearances in 8 years. They did miss the playoffs in 2 of those seasons, but they still came away with 4 championship rings, plus 2 MVP trophies. Not bad.
And it's Williamson with the ball for Golden State. Tipped. Here's Pettit. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. To the left wing. Gervin, pass to Johnson. From about 19, and the jumper falls for him. And it's a tie ball game.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And the Warriors call time here. Their last game, a win against the Magic, looking to carry it into this one.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
Knicks on D. Wade, the pass to Pettit. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Kuzi. Here's Wade. Just 5 on the clock. To the wing, right side. Here's Pierce. And again, it's the Warriors missing for New York. They've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Frazier. Yet to see a basket. Here's Johnson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
The Warriors have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Got a piece of it. Pass to Pierce. Back to Wade. Clock at 6. Here's Kuzi, covered by Johnson. The shot by Kuzi, no good.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Warriors head coach Steve Kerr has somewhat of a hands-off approach. He said, quote, coaching isn't controlling. My goal by the end of the year is to just sit there and do nothing. And that means it works, because that's what a coach's job is. It's not to pull strings, call every play, and direct traffic. It's to say, this is your team. BA?
Yeah, that's how you have to think about it, right? Thanks, Allie. Outside Robinson. Inside. Here's Frazier. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. In third, the Knicks.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
The Warriors trailing. Here's Pippen. A 14-point game for him in the win against Orlando. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Payton. Gets it to go. His second make in 6 tries. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Pass to Johnson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a low 26% from the field. Here's Ewing. Coming off a 16-point game against Orlando. To stop the run, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Right side Johnson with the fadeaway. And it's Irving with a rebound. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Golden State. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Pass to Drexler. And they're on the break. Here's Duncan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Zion Williamson is checked in for the Warriors. And he sinks the second.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter. And it's getting them to the free throw line.
Outside Payton. 23 seconds left in the half. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Here's Williamson. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Williamson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And what hustle from Zion right there. Just outworking everyone on the offensive boards.
Here's Drexler. Puts the fadeaway right on the money. And the Knicks lead by 5.
You know, he had room to operate, but added a little fade on that shot.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Warriors.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. And they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. They were able to take control in the second quarter and finish the half ahead by 5. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think? And it's just about...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And for the Knicks, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. And so in the game for the Warriors. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. The shot misses. Well, the Warriors shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. No good there. Good D by Payton. The Knicks with the lead. Here's Drexler. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Chamberlain's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent. It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Payton's got 7.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Pass to Ewing, to the paint. Here's Duncan. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Duncan's gotten his second bucket.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Bird. From deep three-point land. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Timeout called, the Warriors.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Johnson, he's checked in for Payton. "90 seconds into the second half now. Irving, that's good.
Julius Irving.
Now Johnson. He's got 6. Throws it up high. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Irving goes in, shoots over Johnson, misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Pass to Bird from deep three-point land. And it's Ewing with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Pippen. Here's Ewing. Robinson defending. Kept alive. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Ewing's got his third bucket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside Johnson. Out left to the wing. Malone. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul. First team foul. Moses Malone at the line.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Frazier's checked in. Both shots good from the strike.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Pass to Pierce. On the wing, Wade. Here's Pettit. That one is off.
Terrific rim protection impacting the shot.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Tipped away. Here's Pierce. No points so far. Pulls up. Nails the baby hook.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
The Knicks have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is doing his homework. He said, quote, I watched a lot of old school players and I tried to figure out their mindsets, and all of their mindsets were the same. People remember winners. So whenever the time comes for me to be done with the game of basketball, I want them to say he was a winner. Guys, he's on his way.
So true. Thanks, Allie.
Magic Johnson at the line. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Johnson. And the Warriors making a change here. Williamson's checked in. And Johnson drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Here's Pierce. Pass to Kuzi. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Wade. And he gets the bucket. Wade's gotten his first basket of the night.
Sometimes you think you've got Dwayne Wade bottled up, but he is stronger than you think, and he's got a knack for scoring with multiple bodies around him.
1:46 left in the third. Outside Johnson. And it's in there. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a burst out of that first step. Straight to the hole.
Kuzi, pass to Williamson. The fader. Rebounded by Gervin.
And give him credit. He tried for the fadeaway over the taller defender. Good move. Bad result.
To the middle. Here's Wade. 1:05 left in the third quarter. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Payton's checked in for New York.
Knicks ball.
New York has got 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Down low. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
On the wing, Wade, guarded by Payton. Wade, pass to Pettit. Here's Pierce, pulls up on the wing. And Camby pulls it down. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
Seems like they've lost their defensive focus here in the second half, giving up way too much shot.
Here's Kuzi. No made baskets yet. Pass to Williamson. "16 seconds left in the third. Will it go? Duncan, no good. Outside Payton. He can't get it to go. And so it's New York going into the break up 12. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More 2K action in just a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Payton in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Outside Irving. Here's Ewing. Takes the 3. That shot is off.
Excellent job of closing out on that 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
The Warriors shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Pass to Duncan.
Duncan at the line, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Here's Drexler. Out to the right wing. 5 to shoot. From deep. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Ewing. Duncan. Great positioning on the putback.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Inside. From 7. Malone can't get it to go.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Irving goes in. Good on the shot.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
The Knicks have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Pass to Chamberlain, to the wing on the left. Here's Pippen. It's rebounded by New York. They held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be their 2nd of a 5-game stretch at home. The Warriors have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Chamberlain. And it's Bird with a rebound. Bird's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Drexler. Ooh, good D by Irving.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Irving. From 10 feet away. And the Warriors miss again.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Here's Drexler. He's guarded by Irving. Outside Payton. Oh, swiped away. Knocks it loose. Oh, stolen by Payton.
Warriors foul. Patrick Ewing. First personal foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
I think tonight has also, guys, been about the lost art of the mid-range jumper. If you utilize that in-between game right, there's plenty of value in it.
First one falls for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. The Warriors trailing. Here's Pippen. Pass to Ewing. The ball's knocked loose. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
And here's Robinson. Outside Payton. 6 to shoot. Johnson against Irving. New York, no good that time either. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Ewing passes to Chamberlain. Over Payton. Pass to Johnson. .119 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Bird. Up and in on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 7.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
Here's Pippen. And he throws it down with one hand.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Payton. Launches the 3. Second shot opportunity. Here's Malone. The rebound by Duncan.
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Patrick Ewing at the line. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Wade, he's checked in for Irving. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, just a fruitful trip to the line. He's made this a one-possession game.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Here's Bird. And it's Ewing with a rebound. And so it's Golden State with it. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Pippen. Here's Duncan. Back to Wade. Over to the left wing. Here's Ewing. He's off from 3.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Now a timeout called by New York. They lead by 3. Only 2 seconds left in the game.
fans, a big round of
And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Until they foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Gary Payton.
And the second of 2 is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Golden State calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1 second left in the fourth quarter here.
On your feet, fans, and make some noise. It's your Knicks City Dazzler.
From deep three-point range, and the miss. And so the big win by New York in a tight game. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce.